In the previous slide, I have told about polymorphism in Obelia, and also I told about what is meant by polymorphism. So the polymorphism is nothing but the occurrence together of many types of zooids doing different functions in the colony. So these colonies are called as polymorphic colonies, and most of the polymorphic colony these comes under the order Siphonophora and the class Hydrozoa. So the order Siphonophora, it shows the highest degree of polymorphism. Example is Physalia, Porpita and Vellela are polymorphic forms. So there are three types of zooids performing different functions, but in case of Halistema, which belongs to Siphonophora, they also exhibits polymorphism. This Alistema, it is a free floating form with a thin peduncle with the nodes having different zooids. Nematophore is at the first anterior end of the peduncle, and this help in animal floating on the surface of the water. So the bottom of the float has asymmetric medusa, which also called as nectoscalyx, which helps in locomotion. And this nectoscalyx is for the nodes, and bell-shaped manubrium is absent in case of Halistema. So it is a typical polymorphic colony, and it is a marine free swimming colony, and this colony consisting of a long slender stem and many zooids. So upper end of the stem has an air-filled bulb-like structure. They are called as nematophore. You can see at the upper end there is a air-filled bulb-like structure that is called as a nematophore. The main function of the nematophore is floating. And below that you can see there is the stem base number of bell like zooids. They are called as nectoscalyx. The bell like zooids, these are called as nectoscalyx. And what is the function of the nectoscalyx? This is otherwise called as swimming bells. So these contract rhythmically to take the water and pump it out immediately, by which they propel the colony in the water. So this helps in swimming of the colony. So below the nectoscalyx, the stem bears groups of zooids lying series behind the other. So each zooids are called as cormodium, and there are various types of zooids you can see, that is the dactylozooids, the astrozooids and gonozooids, etc. These zooids, group of zooids, the group of zooids here, they are called as cormodium, and the point where the cormodiums are located are called, these are called as nodes. Where the cormodium are located are called as nodes. And the area of the stem lying between the cormodium are called as internodes, nodes and internodes. So each cormodium has four types of zooids, namely the gastrozooids, the dactylozooids, the gonozooids and the hydrophilium. As I told, if it is trimorphic, they have got gastrozooids, gonozooids and dactylozooids, and if it is a polymorphic, it has got more than three types of zooids. As the animals which are having more than three types of individuals are called as polymorphic, and some of them have a greater degree of polymorphism. It is found encrusting the colony of Hydractinea with the 5 types of polyps, and each performing a specialized functions in the colony. For example, if you consider gastrozooids, these helps in feeding. Dactylozooids, these helps in protection of the colony. Tentaclozooids, they act as a sensory cells. Skeletolozooids, they are spiny projection of chitin, and they also helps in protection. And the gonozooids, they are helping in reproduction in the colony. So as I told you, this is the structure of the halistema. So having the nematophore, the bell-like structure that is called as a nectoscalyx. This is otherwise called as a swimming bell, and there is a covering called as a cenozoarch, and sporozoids or otherwise called as gonozooids and hydrophilium are also present. And then this hydrophilium are leaf-like structure and covers and protects the zooids of Cormodium. And this there is a gonozooids that is also present, and these gonozooids lie in group and they bear both male as well as this bears both male as well as the female gonopores, and these are reproductive in functions. And also you can see there is the presence of dactylozooids, which are tubular structure, and tubular structure, and their long unbranched tentacle arises from its base, and dactylozooids are tactile and they are defensive in functions. And when you come to the gastrozoids are like polyp-like, and it is also tubular in shape, and it has a mouth and a long tentacle, and the tentacle arises from the base of the gastrozoids, and it is beset with batteries of nematocysts and gastrozoids. They helping feeding the colony or feeding the zooids. And this diagram showing how the polymorphic form of hydrophilium or halystemma showing luminescent, that is illuminating. Next, basically it is of two types of structure. You can see one is polypod zooids, another one is metapod zooids. As I have explained in the previous slides, there are gastrozooids are there, dactylozooids are there, gonozooids are there. These gastrozooids, dactylozooids and gonozooids, they are polypod forms, whereas the medusoid forms are the nematophore, the nectoscalyx, the bracts and the gonophore. Coming to the gastrozooids, as I told you that it is a nutritive polyp and are called as gastrozooids. Okay, and they alone take up the nutrition in the colony. The main function of the gastrozooids is providing nutrition to the colony. So the mouth is present at the tip of the hypostome, and near the base of the gastrozooids usually you can see there is a single and long contractile tentacles are arising, and it shows batteries of nematocysts, and the lateral branches are present, and they are called as tentilla. And gastrozooids catch the prey and digest it, and the digested food is thrown into the senocercal canal. And another type of zooid, as I told you, that is it is a gonozooids, which is a reproductive zooids, and both male and female gonophore are present. And coming to the phycelia, the gonozooid shows a branch struct bearing clusters of gonopore. Gonozooid produces medusa called as gonopores, and poripeta and velella dactylozooids are treated as gonodactylozooids, but you have to mainly concentrate on the halystemma. The main function of the gonozooids is reproduction. As I told you, in the medusoid forms, you can see the modification of medusa, where you can see there is a nectophore or nectoscalyx, or they are otherwise called as a swimming bell. It is a medusa modified for sexual reproduction. And also the nematophore, or the floating or float, it is a bladder-like modified medusa filled with a mixture of gases, and they help in the colony to flow on the surface, and also they help in buoyancy. Phyllozoids, these are leaf-like bracts studded with the nematocytes and serving the protection of the colony. And gonophore bears the gonads, dioecious, and produces germ cells for reproduction. So this thing you have studied about the what is that, the polymorphism in halystemma. Thank you.